Statutory Counter-Racist Codified Word Guide. And in the word guide, it tells you about how to use words, how not to use words, what questions asked when other people use words. I don't have some of the newer words because in the system of white supremacy, you suddenly have new words that appear all the time, new terms. Like there's a term going around now called alt-right.
Yes.
So what the textbook for victims of racism tells you to do in the word guide and in the basic textbook is that when people use a word or a term that you are not familiar with, that you haven't heard before, or even some terms that you have heard before, always ask the person using the term, what do they mean? Ask the individual person, or if it's a group of people who are using a term, ask them, the group, what do they mean when they use that particular term? So that you won't have what? You won't have confusion. You'll have an understanding. Because different people sometimes will use the same word or the word term, and it will mean something different altogether from what you think it means. Because they say that they are using this particular word in a different way. And so in the word guide, I have even introduced a great number of words myself with different definitions. The words will be familiar, but the definitions will be different because words are nothing but tools anyway. They're just tools to get a job done. So whatever it is, the job that you're trying to do, you pick up the tools just like a pair of pliers. You use it for one type of thing, or a saw, or a hammer. You use it for something else. You don't use a hammer to do the job that a saw is supposed to do. You pick up the correct tool for the correct job. And if you don't have the correct tool for the job that needs doing, you make up one. And that's all words are. And I just had to add that to my description of what the textbooks are about. You got to cover everything as best you can in the system of white supremacy.
Okay.
So go to producejustice.com.